Welcome and greetings and coochie coochie coo. It is I, Rocket Man. And this is 3 reasons why number 1 Tennessee will smash number 3 Georgia part 2 or part 2 or the sequel. This will be the best game of this football year tomorrow. And I'm just popping on here today because I wanted to do a quick one because I needed to address a couple of things. Number 1, thank you so much for the fabulous comments on the show on Wednesday. Thank you. They are so truly appreciated. I value those comments, and I try to respond to nearly every one of them. Some of them are a little too dopey to respond to, but I try to respond to every one of them. 11,000 views? Are you serious? Lord have mercy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you haven't viewed Wednesday's prediction show, you can do it right up there. It's in that corner there. Just follow that little card there. You can watch that. I would appreciate it. I'd like to get your opinion on it. Another thing I wanted to touch base on, over 10,000 views of the podcast. 2 of our Eagle Eye viewers found a math error in my numbers. Are you serious? Does that really happen? Apparently. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you calling it to my attention. 1 Vol fan, 1 Bulldog fan. Thank you. And full disclosure, I did correct that. I wish to correct it. I'll show you in a little bit. The adjusted strength of schedule can be seen down below in the comments if you want to take a peek at it. But I'm going to show you it to you here on video in a moment. And also, lots of comments on the channel, as I mentioned. There are 2 types of Georgia comments. Number 1 is kind of like this. Oh, man, you toothless Tennessee hillbillies, you're going to get your ass kicked tomorrow. Okay, settle down. And careful, Georgia. You are right on the Tennessee-Georgia line. We share hills. So you got some toothless hillbilly rednecks in your heritage as well. The other kind of comment from Georgia people I get is this. Well, so what you're saying is, I don't know why they sound British. Take 2. The second kind of comment from Georgia people is, what makes you so smart, man? That's not what Vegas says. Are you smart as Vegas? You think you're smarter than Vegas. You're not smarter than Vegas. As Vegas says it's true, it's true. If Vegas says it's true, it's true. If we follow that logic, then we'd all be Elon Musk rich. Right? Right? Because all we'd have to do is just do what Vegas said, and then we'd all make money every week, every game, every sport for the rest of our lives. That'd be fun. Right? Okay, here's a clue. Just because Vegas says it doesn't mean it's true. I mean, they'd never lead you in the wrong direction, would they? No, they wouldn't. So for example, Vegas says this game is Georgia -8. So Georgia's going to win this game by 8. I get some of those. Vegas said so. They know more about it than you do. It's true. Okay, well, let me point out the flaw in your thinking. Your thinking stopped right when you got the number. Okay? So you're going to you say, well, I'm going to bet Georgia, and I'm going to give y'all 8 points. And then you start thinking, well, wait a minute. I could take Tennessee in the 8 points, couldn't I? So you mean to tell me that I can bet Georgia and give away 8, or I could bet Tennessee and take the 8? Well, what the hell am I supposed to do? Exactly. You're supposed to keep thinking, and you were supposed to start digging into the metrics, right? To see, to discover. It's like a voyage around the world. To discover if there's any evidence for that number. It's called football handicapping. Okay. So I want to look at this metric. Let me just mention something. I told you that there was a math error yesterday, which there was. My bad, totally my bad. I know exactly what happened. I remember it the minute it happened, and it just totally slipped my mind to correct it. But I have corrected it. It's not going to significantly change the prediction or how I feel about the game. But if, for full disclosure reasons, I want to bring it up, and I want to show you. Let's look at the metric. All right, strength of schedule. Right here for Tennessee. Right here for Georgia, right? And this number right here in yellow, the 31-26 and the 29-27, respectively, are the combined win-lose records of the teams that they have played so far this year. Okay? So, based on this information, boom, Tennessee has a +3 advantage, which means they had a tougher schedule. And you can just see it right here. I color-coded it so it's very clear. You look at Georgia, here is a power rating number. And by the way, these power rating numbers are from Jeff Sagarin, who is like the industry standard for power ratings for the past 30 or 40 years, okay? Here is their power rating. The power rating is this: 62, 73, 72, 62, 77. Okay? This is the past month and a half. Now, great power rating here. They played a tough team in Oregon the first game of the year. Beat them up pretty good. A rout, I would say. The problem is, that was 2 months ago. And when you look at this in particular, Missouri? You barely got out alive with Missouri? Seriously? That's a little embarrassing. So you look at the week schedule here in the past 5 or 6 weeks compared to the very strong schedule here for Tennessee in the same time period, right? Obviously, the higher the number, the tougher the team. And it's not even close. Well, Tennessee's got a +3 advantage in that, all right? So, Tennessee, against this opposition, scored 47-20, an average score against this group of teams, right? An average score of this group of teams, all of them, for Georgia was 31, all right? So 43-12 over this group and 47-20 over this group. So when I am looking for a score, I have to have a score to make a prediction. So here are scores, right? Now I have to penalize this schedule right here because it's not as strong as this schedule right here, which is indicated, boom, there. So, what am I going to do? I can penalize this schedule right here. I can start with 3 points, a field goal, or I can start with a touchdown, or I can do both, or I can do 2 touchdowns, right? But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is, because they're playing at home, because they are the present champs, I'm just going to penalize them 3 points. So I'm going to take 3 points off of this score right here. And I'm going to get there. I'm going to say that's the points, that's the best they're going to do tomorrow. If I want to get a little more critical about it based on this schedule. I'm going to penalize them a touchdown instead of a field goal, which would make it 36. But I'm keeping this number right here because they earned it against a tougher competition, right? So we're looking at 47 to 40, 47 to 36 is kind of what I'm looking at. It's kind of a range of 47 to 36. All right. In Tennessee's favor. That's why I said, don't believe what Vegas tells you all the time, because if they were right all the time, we would all be rich. The evidence over here does not match up with them being an 8-point favorite. It just doesn't. So what am I going to do? I am going to go down with my original plan, my original prediction, and I'm going to give 42 points to Tennessee, and I'm going to give 36 to Georgia. So based on this little error here, I think my original was, I think it was 42 to 35, I think. Yeah, I think so. It's a touchdown. But I am now readjusting that to 42-36. Here are the three reasons that Tennessee, in my opinion, just my opinion, will beat Georgia straight up. Number 3, the pressure is on Georgia, not Tennessee. Georgia, they're national champs. They won the whole thing last year, right? So there's some pressure to defend that championship. If they lose tomorrow, it's going to screw up their SEC championship chances, right? Which will have an impact on whether they'll be in the playoffs at all. But if Tennessee loses, by virtue of the fact that they are number 1 in the playoff poll ranking right now, so if they lose tomorrow, they'll be 3 or 4 in the playoff picture still, as long as they win out, which they are likely to do. The pressure's on Georgia, not Tennessee. Number 2, no matter what the Georgia fan base says in the comments here and on television and what ESPN says, the Bulldogs still have to stop this volunteer offense. They have to do that on the field tomorrow, and there's no way around that. Nobody has accomplished that yet this season. Nobody. Okay? I don't think Georgia will either tomorrow. I think they may do a better job than some other people, but I don't think they'll stop them. And the number 1 reason why Tennessee smashes Georgia tomorrow, because Vegas didn't say so. You see what I did there? I kind of flipped it. Hey, look, no disrespect to Georgia. Y'all have a great football team and a great football program. Kirby Smart's a little annoying. He reminds me a little bit like Butch Jones, the way he throws temper tantrums when things go bad. But Georgia's got a great football team and a great football program, right? And you have a great chance of winning this game. In fact, you probably should win this game. But I don't think you will, okay, for the reasons I've shown. The best bet of the whole weekend is Tennessee plus 8 points. That's the best bet in terms of money. You want to make $1 or $2 tomorrow, take Tennessee and the points. As always, I appreciate you watching, and mega thanks for all the comments as well. I'll be on live tomorrow after the game. You can say, oh, what an idiot you are, or, wow, how are you so smart, man? I'll be here one or the other. And I will take them both. Come by and say hi. I'll be doing a live tomorrow after the game. Okay? Enjoy the game. Go Big Orange. And we'll see you tomorrow.